Hello everyone, welcome back to PLC-Automation. This is Jaffer. In this video, we will learn how to use a struct, UDT, and arrays into your portal using a real industrial machine example. This HMI on the screen, this is a real machine I have programmed. So now we are going to have a look how it has been done. So first of all, a quick explanation of structs and UDTs. In real automation project, we don't work with single variables. We work with big machines, big installations, tank installations, a lot of motors and valves, and each of these contains many signals. That's why, fortunately, Siemens provides structs and UDTs. Structs allows us to group related variables together, and a UDT allows us to reuse that structs anywhere in the program. Instead of writing many separate variables, we create one clean structure and that present complete machine variables. So this is my HMI, drain and fill. I get alarm when I want to click randomly to get some more alarms. Okay, first of all, we are going to understand how to make a UDT and how to make a data block and declare this UDT an array of some tags, and how to make connection between these tags and HMI. First of all, this is very important part, and of course this video going to be about 15 minutes. The timing is very important for all of us. So first of all, let's get to back our project. First of all, we are going to PLC data types. Here we just add a new data type. We name it, let me go offline because it's gonna be much easier. Rename it testing UDT to HMI. Just an example. You can name it anything you want, but I will also explain why do we have to create UDTs. So first of all, let's go forward with this example. I have a test UDT. This is as an input struct, and now I will declare, for example, push button. Now start, stop, and the motor. No, it should be somewhere else. And running light, right? And now we are also declaring some outputs, also struct, motor, okay, valve, valve open. Well, okay, let's start with that one. And now we have created one UDT here, and normally we have from each uh, signals one variables. And now the trick, we are going to add a data block. We name it also test HMI data block. That is a global data block. All right. Just follow the steps. Follow the steps. And here is my data block. And I will create machines, for example, of motor, array, data type. Here is our UDT. UDT testing UDT to HMI, right? The same UDT we have made here, it's here. Okay. We want to use the same variables, start, stop, running light, for 5 motors, for example. It starts from 1 to 5, right? We just click. And now we have 5 motor with the same inputs and outputs. You see? You see motor 2 inputs and outputs. 3 inputs and outputs. Okay, 7 minutes. Keep the time in the eyes for every 5 motors. So we have made a UDT and declared in data block array of 5 the same for 5 motors, the same inputs. And now we are going to use these inputs and outputs. Okay, we are going to our data block just for testing. We add a function block. Function testing. Okay, the language we choose SCL, but you can let me choose it ladder. It's a little easier to understand. Let's go ladder. All right, I have here testing. I click on my data block that I have made it, and here in details view you have the variables. And now see, I will here declare motor 1, start, and stop. Let me make it start and stop button, and right, motor 1 input, start, are you with me? Stop, running light. It was a test for running light. So we have used, we have made a UDT, we have mapped it in a data block for 5 motors, 1 UDTs with single variables, and we have copied and we have used it in a data block for 5 motors. And now motor 1, we download, we go to, and which one? Function block testing. All right, we download our PLC into CPU. Okay, we go online. I go back to my code. Now this was the second one. All right, online. Let me show you something. This was this data block. I will just bring it in another window. It was motor 1. You see, the start button is at this moment false. We are going to make it true. Here you are. You see, I make it false. False. Here you are. And now I make it true. Start the motor, right? And now I will stop the motor. Oh, you know what I did wrong? This have to be here. Yes. No. Here. Excuse. So delete. Oh, I am sorry, guys. Copy, paste. Alright. We download 12 minutes. 12 minutes. Come on. Okay. Okay. I will. The stop button have to be false. Alright. Now the start button is true. The light is also true. Running light, right? Is true. I will stop the motor. Stop. Running light, false. Okay, so this example, we have met UDTs, data block, and we have created for 5 different motors, and we have used one of them as example. Okay, very good. We have still 2 minutes. In these 2 minutes, we go back, and now how to use it to connect my light in HMI. I will just do it very quickly. I hope we are on time. 14 minutes and 5. Okay. And now we go to data blocks. We have created this one. Motor 1. Come on. Inputs. Running light. Yes. Okay. If the bit is 0, do nothing. If it's 1, if it's true, turn it to green. Light green. Okay. Turn it to that green. Okay. And now come on. Okay. Data block testing. Now it's gray, right? Motor 1 input. All right, it's false. Have a look here in this corner, this circle. To 1. What's happening? Okay, so stop button has to be false. 0. Here you are. The light is true. The circle is green. We are 16 minutes and a half. So guys, thank you very much for watching this video. If you liked this video, please to subscribe this channel in order not to miss the upcoming videos and the next video. So the next video is the same project. We are working on another part. So I see you in the next video. Thank you.